Hello everyone, my name is Rasdeep. Welcome to the part 5 of the video. Until now, we were able to manage our workgroup computer, which is on premises, right? So we have our Ansible control tower on premises and the servers also we have built is on premises. How about we want to manage a cloud instance? For our example, we are going to consider AWS. So first step, we will be building AWS instance, and without even us to log in and do the WinRM configuration, can it be managed, right? So let's take a look, all right? So I'll go to the AWS console. Let's try to spin a Windows instance. Okay, let me name it AWS SVR1. Okay, I'm going to pick up Windows. Let's take 2019 for now. We're going with the pre-eligible tier. I'll select my key pair. And for the network, I already have a group, security group created. So we'll come back to the security group and what port rules were added to look at it once we spin the VM or the instance. Okay, so the key important part is now for on-premises, after spinning the VM, we had to run a PowerShell script to do some WinRM configuration changes, right? So for either AWS, we are going to use the user data parameter of instance, wherein while deploying the instance, it will automatically take care of the WinRM configuration. Okay, so let me copy paste the same information, which is to create an Ansible directory, followed by download the PS script. So there you go. I'm in the user data section of creating a EC2 instance. Because I'm going to run PowerShell commands, so I'm going to tag PowerShell. Okay, so that's PowerShell. In between, I'm going to put in the command, which as you can see here, make the directory on the instance, followed by download the PowerShell script, run the execution policy. I'm also adding a new command, which is to create a firewall rule allowing HTTP on port 5985. Okay, so everything looks good. Let's have a quick recap from all the way top. Okay, so we have our network settings done. Okay, looks good. Okay, let's launch the instance. Okay, our instance is getting prepared now. Let's refresh. Okay, it's still pending. Okay, in the meantime, we'll do the configuration in our Ansible host file to introduce the AWS instance. So for that, we are going to make a note of our public IP address. Okay, let's go to our control tower and let's see Ansible host file. All right. Now let's create another subgroup called AWS. And let's put in the IP address, which in our case is 34.238.151.153. Okay, we have added our AWS group. Now we also have to define the variables. So let's create the variable section for our AWS server group. Okay. That's the default username for any Ansible instance, Windows instance. We'll copy it shortly. Connection we are going to use WinRM. And for the port, it's again 5985. Okay, let's go back to our AWS console to see if the system is ready. Still initializing. Let me see if I can grab the password. Yes, I can. No, we still have to wait for a few more minutes. So, okay, let's go back. All right, so we will resume once the system is up and the statistic for the instance is 2 out of 2 passed. In the meantime, we can pause the video. Thank you. All right, so our instance is ready. Let's go back to our Ansible file. Okay, I have already put in the password, so let's see this file. Control F. Yes. Okay, let's test if we can ping. I'm again going to use the same Windows module. Awesome. So from our own premises, that is the Ansible built on our home PC can talk to the AWS instance that we just created, right? And we didn't even have to log in. Now what we can do is if we have our own custom domain running in our AWS instance, so we can use Windows modules to add this instance to that domain Active Directory, right? Perfect. Now let's do some quick modifications on the host file. So let me go back to the host file. Now, as you can see here, I have two server categories. My on-premises is running, my cloud instance is running. I have variables set for both of them. What if I want to ping all the servers using a single command? Until now, if I want to ping my on premises, I have to run Ansible followed by servers, which is my local server group, and then run the winping, right? So let's add another variable like that, another group, which we call all children. Over here, we will add servers and AWS. Okay, so in this case, we have put both the server type that is on premises and the cloud instances together in one children ID. Okay, let's save it. Yes, let's try to rerun the command, but instead of one server group, we'll target all to see are we getting ping response for both. That is our on-premises virtual machine that is there, so which is 10.028, our SVR3 virtual machine, and that's our cloud instance. So we can run against one single server group, or we can club them together into one universal group. So when we run the command, we will use the universal group, which will eventually ping all the servers in both the subgroups, right? Perfect. So that concludes our this video, which is how to manage your AWS instances using Ansible after creating it. Perfect. Thank you for watching.